Hi, this is Joseph Coco with Natto Soup Keep On Truckin', the art process blog. We're at MoCCA-fest 2013. And if you could introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Colin Goh, and I work at Yumcha Studios, and we're here to promote our new graphic novel, Dim Sum Warriors, which is a kid's comic about three young dumplings fighting an evil pot of instant ramen, because you know how evil ramen can be.
Okay. And have you been to MoCCA-fest in the past? Is this your first year?
We've only visited. This is the first time we're taking a table.
Okay.
And the community is great. It's all an experiment.
Do you mind if I pull up through the book?
Absolutely.
Okay. Alright, and is this being debuted at MoCCA, or has it been in production for a little while?
No, we actually had some preview copies at the New York Comic Con. Those did very well, these were actually printed up after a Kickstarter, a successful Kickstarter in November. So I guess it is a kind of debut, even though we previewed some copies at Comic Con.
Okay, and this is your second day at MoCCA-fest. How's it going for you so far? What are you thinking?
Pretty good. We sold enough copies to make the table pay for itself.
That's
and
awesome.
Transport, so I guess it worked out. But more important, I think we got to meet a lot of people, and it's great meeting other creators who are facing the same challenges.
Right.
As ourselves.
And if you don't mind me asking, are these people you had relationships with before coming to the convention, or have you just been kind of matriculating and talking to them about their artwork?
I think you just form there is a natural connection.
Right.
If you've got your own work and if you see another person with their own work, immediately you establish a connection, and we made new friends, in short.
Okay, that sounds great. So would you recommend MoCCA-fest for any artist who's maybe produced a minor work or even a major work through a successful Kickstarter campaign?
I think so. At the very least, you're part of the community, and you're part of the independent creator community. And for New York, I think that's very important. I mean, when we were at Comic-Con, it was a big event, but it was also very corporate in many respects.
Right.
And I do think New York needs an event like MoCCA, where independent creators and small press have their own venue, and you don't get crowded out by the video games and that kind of stuff.
Certainly. There's a lot of attention towards the flashing screens and other places.
Yeah.
You mentioned you went to New York Comic Con. Are you actually from this area?
Yes. Our studio is based out in Flushing, Queens. So we are, yay, New York.
Have a good time.
Okay, and what are kind of some of your inspirations in terms of producing this work? What got you into comics?
Well, long-time comic fan, and it's kind of a long story. This is the culmination of a long dream. And I never thought I'd actually be making comics, least of all in New York, even though I've been reading them for ages. But we had a daughter, and I wanted something I wanted to make something for our daughter, and we came up with an app, and the app did pretty well online, and and everybody kept also asking for the book, so that's how it came about.
Okay, so you actually had a digital copy released before the physical copy?
We debuted on the iTunes Store in July, and we got pretty good traction. We were featured up in Time Magazine. The New York Times did a review.
Awesome.
And we got nominated by Fast Company for their top 10 digital comics of 2012. So we're pretty happy. It's definitely building an audience, and we just want to take it to as many people as we can. It's tough. It's tough being a small press and doing everything yourself.
Right.
Arranging the printing and putting them in boxes and turning up at events.
So would you recommend to other indie comic developers who are producing colored work that they try to release in a digital form before a physical form? Do you find it's less of a risk, or was it just as costly to actually produce the application?
I actually think you have to be in all media. Depends on the rollout, but you'll find that one medium helps the other. We do find that the reach of the app and our digital downloads definitely helps spread the word. However, the print is a lot more profitable.
Of course.
And you kind of need both. I think everything's getting to a stage where you need to be in as many in as many formats as you can. If you really want to attract a large enough paying audience.
Are you using different mechanisms to promote the digital form of the comic than you are the physical form? I mean, obviously you're primarily promoting the physical form at the convention, but in terms of where you might be talking to people about it or engaging fans.
Wow, we're throwing everything at, including the kitchen sink. Well. We obviously sell through iTunes and the App Store.
Right.
We're also available for Kindle, Kindle Fire, Nook, Kobo, everywhere. And of course, we just signed a deal with Diamond Books. So Dim Sum Warriors will be available in bookstores and comic stores pretty soon. That helps. And we do promote, obviously we have a blog, a Facebook page, Twitter feed, all the things that keep you from actually doing the next comic.
Yeah.
But it's tough, and we kind of have to do that nowadays.
Okay.
And we do a lot of events. We try to go to as many events as possible.
Of course.
MoCCA, Comic-Con. We'll be at the Brooklyn Book Fest. And, we're going out to California soon, so you kind of have to do it. I think the comic creators are becoming like rock and roll bands nowadays in some ways. You have to spread the word yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you have a good time at MoCCA-fest. And you mentioned you had a blog. Is that something you'd like to share?
I just come and visit dimsumwarriors.com. All the information is there.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.